Good evening. This is Stormcast from Stormcastle's Comics Collectibles. I'd like to talk about the Sandman, not Neil Gaiman's Sandman, which is a good series I want to go over later on, but Wesley Dodds, the original Golden Age Sandman. Wesley Dodds is a man of some wealth who, in the 1930s, is haunted by some dark dreams, and he'd wake up feeling that he needed to do something to help people out. So he put on a gas mask from World War I, dressed in a kind of a hat, a kind of old suit, trench coat, made some sleep gas, which he would use to knock criminals out, and had some properties which could get them to talk and tell the truth. And after doing these things, he would feel right and he could sleep. In the Sandman story series, it is revealed that because Morpheus, the Sandman, is missing, the universe reaches out as a need and puts dreams in his head. And honestly, I like that. I like that take. Later, in the Golden Age, he did originally dress like this. Eventually, they gave him a traditional superhero costume, and it became 4 colors and flashing. And honestly, that's not the kind of Sandman stories that I enjoy. I prefer the noir pulp stories. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is there's currently a Sandman series coming out called Wesley Dodds Sandman, and issue 4 has come out recently. I've got the first 2 issues. I liked that variant cover very much, and got that one because I like the look. And issue 3 and 4, it's a good series, and I like the feeling that it has got that noir, pulpy feel. And honestly, in my mind, that's how Wesley Dodds Sandman looks the best. When they made him a traditional superhero with a superhero costume, Wesley Dodds is not a super physical person. He's smart, he's intelligent, and he's a good detective. And the noir style honestly works the best for him. So I very much am enjoying where it goes. There's also an Alan Scott book out now, and honestly, I like the JSA, but I really prefer the JSA books that are done as a period piece because I think they fit better in the late 30s and in the 40s. I like seeing them in those storylines. There's no reason. I mean, logically, Wesley Dodds has no power. He's just a normal man. There's no reason why he would exist in modern DC continuity. He should be honestly dead. If there's a new Sandman out there, it should be a legacy character. And that's honestly how I feel about most of the JSA. I like them as a period piece. And the Wesley Dodds is taking place, I believe, in 1939 or 1940. Can't remember. But it's a good story because it's in essence, it's basically it's a detective story. He's got to figure out what happened, there, and deal with somebody he's trying to outwit. Yes, he can do a little fighting, but he's not Wildcat. He's not our man with his abilities. He doesn't have all the training of a lot of the other DC characters. But he's, first and foremost, he's a scientist and he's smart. And honestly, as it comes down to detective things, is his forte. It's a good series so far. I don't want to give too much of it away. It's issue 4 came out. It's pretty good. Issue 3. But it's got a nice feel. And because I was enjoying that so much, I went on and bought myself a lot on eBay of Sandman Mystery Theater. And, didn't come back in boards, but honestly, the deal was I paid less for an issue like this than I paid for them when they originally came out. Sandman Mystery Theater it's also pulp. It's very noir. It was very good. Matt Wagner did at least the first four, but I think more. It's a good series because it showcases him problem solving, his skills, he's thinking. Yes, he does have to fight a few things and he does have to use his powers, but it's creepy. And that is what the appeal for me for the Sandman is, for Wesley Dodds Sandman, is that he's a guy who thinks about it. Yes, he does have his gas, which stuns people. And it's a pretty good series. Basically, in this, somebody has gotten a hold of the other formulas that not only does, did he manage to make the gas that, can knock people out, make them talk, he, in the process of making that formula, he's made other formulas. And because he's a man of science, he writes it down. And his foe gets a hold of his book. His other formulas are out there. And it's pretty good. I don't want to give, besides that basic summary, I don't want to give away too much for it. It's only 6 issues, so you can pick up the first 4 right now. 5 comes out this month, 6 comes out in March. But it's a fun time. It is really, I'm enjoying the fact that it's that noir feeling. And honestly, I would enjoy more stories done this way, because Sandman is one of those characters that really leads into that. So far, I've been enjoying Alan Scott. I did a video about that. Now Wesley Dodds. I honestly would love to see more of the JSA characters. There is a Jay Garrick Flash book out. It takes place in the 60s, and I'm less interested in that. I looked at it. It looked pretty good, but honestly, I like Alan Scott's Green Lantern. I always liked the costume. I thought it was pretty good. Even when they made his name Sentinel, I like the way the costume looks. His Guy Gardner's outfit, I always assumed was different than Hal Jordan, the rest of the Lantern Corps. I liked them a lot. But the Sandman has been also a really good read. In crossover, we've seen in between the 2 books, we've also seen the Spectre show up, which honestly I would love to see. I'd love to see a Spectre series. I'm enjoying the current JSA book, which is set as the children and grandchildren, people who are legacy heroes, hunters, with Batman's daughter, the Huntress. They brought her back as being Helena Lane into continuity, which is really kind of good. I'm enjoying the JSA book, which is set in modern times, but honestly, I prefer to see more set in the 1940s. I like them as a period piece. And I really, really do love that cover, honestly. Second printing, I didn't realize the book was out, and I found number 2 first. And so I had to get a second printing, which is still a good cover. It's so far enjoyable. I would highly recommend it if you like that kind of noir feeling, and knowing that he doesn't really have any powers. He's not the best fighter. But it's still an interesting story. Wesley Dodds Sandman has been a fun read. And if you like older stuff, Sandman Mystery Theater from the 90s was also an amazing read. Those are some really good stories. Like I said, I went out and bought myself a lot of... I just need to get some bags and boards, honestly. The bags and boards I currently have are too small. But it's been, it's really good. I do like that cover too, because I like the look. I like the look of it. I like the look of the character. I know that he's probably a very niche character. But if you want something good that's fun to read, you can enjoy it. It's only going to be 6 issues for now. Pick up Wesley Dodds Sandman. It's worth the read. If you are enjoying the Alan Scott Green Lantern, set during the same time period, they're both been pretty good books. Anyways, this is Stormcastle from Stormcastle's Comics and Collectibles. I'd like to thank you for watching the video. If you could like, comment, and share, subscribe. I'd prefer you to comment. Tell me what you think. If you've read the series, if you read Mystery Theater, hear about it. And honestly, if you could subscribe and share, I'd appreciate that too. But I'd like to hear what your thoughts of Sandman and Sandman Mystery Theater is. Thank you, and have a good evening.